Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Neely, and thanks to Guns for Hire and Spirebyte for allowing me this opportunity. I am a director from the NGTGames channel, and I'm sure you guys have noticed that every Wednesday a new NGT director gets the opportunity to post a spotlight video, and this just happens to be my chance to showcase some of the things that I like to do, some of the gameplay I like to post, and the commentary that I generally like to do. Obviously, with NextGenTactics being the best home for Black Ops footage, of course I'm going to show Black Ops footage. I think that's a given. And I'm mostly playing Black Ops. In fact, that's really the only game that I am playing right now. So that is why I'm bringing you some Black Ops footage today. And this is definitely the biggest audience that I've ever uploaded a video for. I'm definitely excited to bring this to you guys. And I think that I have excellent content to showcase on my channel, and I'm bringing that over here to you guys. This is a domination game, I'm sorry, a demolition game, oops, demolition game on Summit. Demolition as well with domination is a game mode that I like to play. I think a lot of people underrate demolition as a game mode, and I do enjoy playing that, so I'm showcasing that for you today using the AK-74U along with the perks Hardline, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Ninja, which is my typical setup usually. The 74U obviously I'll use for smaller maps. Sometimes I'll use other submachine guns and stuff like that. However, I don't think the 74U is the best gun in the game, and I don't just use the 74U. I like to use other guns as well, like the AK-47, the AUG, the FAMAS, occasionally the Galil, and some other weapons that I post videos on my channel with. And so I'm not going to really talk too much about myself. I'd rather just get to the gameplay in all honesty. But what I will tell you about myself is that I thoroughly enjoy long walks on the beaches. I thoroughly enjoy an occasional chick flip, and I enjoy busty babes. If you're not sure what a busty babe is, make sure no parents are around when you go to check that out. I recommend that. But if you do, I'm sure you're on the same page with me. Oh yeah, and I like to play video games as well. I should probably throw that in there. And so yeah, let's get to the gameplay here, guys. I don't want to speak a memoir or write a thesis for it. I'd rather just talk about the gameplay. So let's do that. What you're seeing me do basically is typically in my gameplay I'm a run and gunner. Although it depends on the situation, of course. And in all honesty, guys, I really am a situational player. If I know that I can run and gun like a badass, I'm gonna do that. And in this gameplay here, I kind of knew that we could get away with confining them to the spawn, so I was trying to take advantage of that here in the beginning. I noticed here on this left side walkway, which is a great route for you guys to, I don't want to say memorize, but sort of just remember. It's a good spot to definitely get into their spawn and to create havoc. And you can see here on this left side catwalk that I'm on, it's a good place to check them coming through their spawn and coming out of their spawn, as you can see here, as I've already gotten to my streaks. And with Hardline, obviously, I get to my kill streaks faster, although lately I've switched off a Hardline and gone to lightweight. And as you can see here, I'm in the gunship. And I typically like to run a 8, 9, and 11 setup, meaning Blackbird, Chopper Gunner, and Gunship, which I'm using now, but in this video here you are seeing me use the Napalm Strike, the Chopper Gunner, and the Gunship. And I like this setup. It's kind of like a mega badass setup where if you can get the air support and you can get to the streaks, you really can win the game for your team, typically, unless the other team does a great job of shooting you down, which can definitely cause a problem. And sometimes in my videos I like to fast forward. Occasionally I'll fast forward some of these, air support spots here where I get in the Chopper Gunner and the Gunship, but in this case I thought I was pretty much just causing a lot of havoc, and I thought it was kind of entertaining to watch how stupid these guys were. They really weren't doing a good job of shooting me down at all, and I was definitely having a little fun. This turned out to be a great game. It was something like 85-12. However, I didn't want to just post this game for the score. I definitely wanted to show you guys, as you can see me camping here a little bit. I know, I got my kill streak and I was excited like a little girl, what can I say? But anyways, back to my topic. The main reason why I wanted to show you this gameplay was, number one, to show you sort of the ways that you can play Demolition, and number two, show you some routes to work here on the map Summit. I used to have trouble on this map when I started playing Black Ops. I just found it really hard to, I don't want to say push up on the map, but I guess I had reaction trouble, and what I mean by that is the fact that I sort of got caught up in rushing so much that people would, beat me one-on-one. That hasn't been the case anymore because I've sort of gotten down the routes that I like as a player, and so I'm able to sort of judge where people are coming from on the map, and that sort of comes with experience. And then here's another instance where I finally get to my chopper gunner. I saved it, and here they get a little bit smarter. They're going to try to shoot me down for once, but it's a pretty successful chopper gunner nonetheless. You can see I'm pretty much catching them coming out of spawn and confining them to spawn. And of course we have both bombs planted. I was talking on my mic, I was telling my teammates, I said, hey listen, I got some heavy badass air support you guys need to go plant, and so we definitely did that. The one thing I will say though is these guys did a phenomenal job, even though they were getting spawn camped, of winning a round on us, which I was surprised. So props to these guys, whoever we were playing. And I've said in some of my past videos, in terms of domination, or in terms of demolition, sorry, I don't know why I keep saying domination. Domination is a mode that I do like to cover, though, I will say that. But, and right here, I don't know how that guy didn't die. But anyways, back to my point. The one thing I will say about demolition is you can kind of play it similarly to domination. And maybe that's why I was trying to refer to domination, because I wanted to tie this in, somehow. But with demolition, I think you can play two ways, and this is where a lot of people get divided with Black Ops. The person who goes for the kill streaks or play objective, and there's always a big fight over this. And I'm sure right now, as soon as I'm talking about this, people in the comment section will be like, "Oh my God, this guy, all he thinks about is kill streaks," and the war starts down below. I'm sure you guys know this, but hear me out on this one. I believe that if you can play for kill streaks and play objective at the same time, I think that makes you an all-around better player. I think if you can get the air support, and if you can defend bombs, capture flags, or generally play defensive, whatever you want to do. Say you want to capture flags in domination, say you want to plant the bomb in search and destroy, or in demolition, like in this game here. That's one element to your game. But if you want to be the person that goes for your kill streaks, there's nothing wrong with that, guys. But my point here is that I think that if you can get kill streaks and manage to defend bomb sites and or plant the bomb, I think that makes you a better all-around player. Again, some people argue, hey, the better player is the objective player. I think there's no denying that an objective player is very valuable, but I think you can be even more valuable as a player by sort of being a dynamic player, being one who can get into the upper echelons of the kill streaks, and one who can also play objective. That's my opinion, of course, and maybe some of you will agree with me, maybe some of you won't. In a lot of my YouTube videos on my channel, I'll post run and gun videos where I just go badass crazy with whatever gun I'm using, and then there's other games where I'll post search and destroy games, or a demolition game such as this, where I will play objective, and I'm not afraid to show you guys objective games. I'm not afraid to show you run and gun games or crazy kill horror games. In this instance here, I get 85 kills. Obviously, the kill spread was great, but I also thought that I did a pretty good job from preventing them from getting remotely close to the bomb sites. Of course, there's only so much one person can do, but I thought in terms of this gameplay, I thought I was able to show you guys some good routes to take in this video, and also show you what a player can do when they get kill streaks. So again, that's my opinion, and some of you may agree, some of you may not. But in terms of gameplay footage, I definitely like to mix it up. I will say that most of the time I will show a combination of good objective gameplay and good kill streaks, and I think that makes for better videos. Again, you may agree to disagree. I was going to just say a joke there, but I'm going to hold back on that one. I was going to use an old Anchorman joke, but I decided to stay away from that one. San Diego, that's all I'll say. You probably know what I'm referring to. But, yeah, anyways, as you can see, it's tied 1-1, which I was pretty impressed by these guys, because I was spawn trapping them, and, excuse me, I was spawn trapping them there, and then they just happened to find some way to get out of that, and I think that's what made this for another great game to watch, with the fact that it was actually a game. It just shows you that even though someone does get the kill streak, that doesn't mean that the game's completely over, so that's one thing you guys should keep in mind as well. As you can see here, I do end up getting to their spawn. I'm actually going to get a chopper gunner and a gunship again, but unfortunately the game's going to end before I can use them again, so I could have had even more kills, so I was kind of bummed out with that fact as I get killed here. pretty quickly. But like I said, in terms of my gameplay, guys, I'm a run and gunner. It's come from my SOCOM roots. Grew up on SOCOM on the PS2. Been playing online games for 6, 7, 8 years, somewhere in there. Love playing online games. I like sharing my tips and tactics with you guys, and in this video, that's sort of what I wanted to mirror for you guys, to sort of know what I have to offer. This video is going to come to an end here shortly. If you guys like what I have to offer and want to see more, the link to my channel is in the description of this video. You just hit the drop down arrow underneath the video and you'll see my link right in the description. I'd really appreciate it if you guys would come check me out. I would do the same for you guys. You know, obviously not all of you are going to subscribe, but at least do me a favor and just come and check me out and see what I have to offer. You never know, something might catch your eye. So that's one thing that I will say. Is this guy here I gotta get lucky on, and then these guys sort of get confused. Or we're pretty much spawn trapping them really crazy, and then this guy here. And somehow the infield was working wonders for me when I picked it off a body. I don't know how that happened, because the infield can be really inconsistent at times. But hey, you know, what can you do? And yeah, the game comes to an end. Hopefully, again, you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, if you want to come check me out and see what I have to offer, I'd really appreciate it. You know, that's really all I have to say. Final score is going to be 85-12 here on Summit. Summit is a pretty good map. Not one of my favorite, but it's definitely a good map to run and gun on, which definitely caters to my Black Ops playstyle. So that's all I have. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully I will see you around. Take care, everyone.
Hey guys, we're on Facebook. Check the description of this video for the link to our new Facebook application. Subscribe and get our latest video updates posted right on the wall on your own Facebook page.